the back door. No.
Through the right way, yes.
All right, and finally, most times it takes one incontrovertible facts for lies to collapse like a pack of cards. The Registrar of the Joint Admissions and Matriculation Board, JAMB, Professor Ishaq Oloyede, has announced that the board has concluded investigation on the case of the 2023 Unified Tertiary Matriculation Examination UTME candidate Mmesoma Ejikeme, who was accused of fraudulently inflating her score. Professor Oloyede added that she is not the only one caught. He explained that there is an industry faking results, but they cannot penetrate JAMB system as it is foolproof. He added that there is evidence to show that the change in Ejikeme's score was done with a collaboration. I think with what happened earlier this morning and everything, this case will be rested and
I just started.
Some people are even calling that, look, JAMB should review their processes and everything. But for this girl, she didn't score 362. And she's not going to be admitted in any Nigerian university in the next 3 years, except if that punitive measure is reviewed and reversed by JAMB.
Those saying that JAMB should review its processes, they are just looking for excuse.
True.
The enemies of Nigeria are always looking for an excuse to magnify an issue and make it look like, oh, that is where the blame should go. They are the ones calling a 19-year-old girl a minor, as if they've not gone to school. How is a 19-year-old girl a minor?
And a very good actor at that.
How is a 19-year-old girl a minor? My own son is 20 years. He will graduate this year. And he has spent 5 years in the university. Yes, computer studies. He's going to graduate this summer. And he's 20. There are people who graduate from university at that age that she's trying to enter university.
Yeah.
She has 2 ages quoted in her 2 results. Her real result and the one that she faked. What people fail to realize, and we have shown it, let the producer show us again, the result, the format of the result. This is the way it is currently. A4 format. Can you see? Her own result, the one she faked, what she did was to simply impute figures into somebody else's result sheet. They wiped away the result on it and put our own. Look at it. Lift it up. Let us see. You can see that our own is in landscape format. This is the way our own is. Landscape format.
That's the old type.
Yes, that's the old type that they use in 2021.
This is the way it is. Cameraman, show me now the way it is. You can see that this is the way it is. You know? So landscape format is how the 2021 result sheet looked like. They used the 2021 result, whereas JAMB had changed it and increased the security features because people were constantly faking results. So JAMB cannot stop people from faking results. Changing processes. People even forge our, what's it called, our passport.
Yeah.
Why is Oluwole popular in Lagos?
That's the headquarters.
That's the headquarters of fakery. There's nothing that they won't fake. Land documents people will fake. Result people will fake. NTI in Kaduna, where teachers are trained, if people fake results, they will say they went through NTI. But they get caught in the final analysis. What this girl did, it was, she simply used that result. You know, this is the way 2021 result sheet used was. But the current one, this is the form in which it is standing like this. If you have a son who went through or daughter who sat for JAMB this year, call for his result. His result will not be like what Mmesoma is parading. So, defending her and saying that, oh, she's a minor. Nigerians are extremely emotional people. When it comes to the truth, we run away. We rather face emotions.
You know why?
Now, let me just add that the QR code is actually your result.
Yeah.
So when you click on the QR code,
When you scan it.
when you scan the QR code, it brings out your information, your result. What is written on the result sheet is just an information that the QR, that's further information on what the QR code presents. So when she said that, when people scan this QR code, it brings out a different person. That is the owner of the result. That is the owner of the result. And this girl today admitted that when she sent a message to JAMB, that JAMB replied that she scored 249.
Yeah.
So she has to tell us where she got the 362 that she's going around with. I suspect that there is a band of criminals who sat down with this girl, worked with her. I agree with Professor Oloyede that she did it in connivance.
Of the people. And that's why we should get to the bottom of it.
Because she used her phone number throughout. All of the requests she was making to JAMB are already documented by Airtel. People don't know that all the phone calls that they make, they are transcripts.
Of course.
How did Henry Oka and Co., who planned the October 1 bombing, how did they get them? It was MTN that provided call logs and transcripts of what they were saying, how they were planning, they got them. So this little girl at 19 does not know that technology has already exposed her. All of those text messages, everything,
to print out
all the transactions. She printed, day before yesterday, she printed her real result. But she did not show us.
And that is why people should not put sentiment. She must be made to face the full wrath of the law. People cannot do things, and then when things, one of the problems we have in Nigeria, when somebody has committed a fraudulent act, instead of us to accuse the person that what you have done is wrong, we try now to bring ethnicity and nonsense things to try to justify it. That lady is a crook, but she did not do those things alone. There are some people that work with her. It's important for us to get to that syndicate. She must be made to tell those people who helped her to achieve those things, and those people must be brought to book. That's the basic thing. And another thing that is so sad, that when something like this happens, instead of people to feel scandalized that somebody who is expected to go into university wants to do that fraudulently, some people are trying to chase clout because of that. One character, who they said is a Bitcoin entrepreneur, said, oh, I'm going to give her scholarship anywhere in the world. Even innocent that are expected for them to be embarrassed.
No, they didn't know.
No, what I'm saying is
some of the comments that they are making.
Let me tell you something. Innocent that are expected to be embarrassed that they did not make due diligence. Because if somebody is announced as the best student, you understand, and you now wanted to give this person scholarship, I expected that a company as big as Innocent will do due diligence. You invite, when you want to present the money. That's what I'm saying. When you want to present the money, you are supposed to have somebody from JAMB there to authenticate that, oh, this is the real person that you guys said did that. They didn't do that. And then when they now found themselves in that embarrassment, instead of them to wait to say, okay, let us see what JAMB will come up with, the proof that they will come up with, and we'll look at it ourselves. They were not trying to defend the girl that, oh, the owner of Innocent was still saying that he believed the girl than JAMB. And it's the way we look at our institutions. An institution that is supposed to our students came up and told you that, look, we have features. This thing that this girl was presenting was notification of result. They didn't use that one this year. They'll start using it. So it's obvious that the girl messed up. And that is why, I digress, that is why we have to also look at it that maybe we'll have been going through kind of this if INEC server, if results are being uploaded on the INEC server every time, That means the people who could do this.
They will still be arguing.
Yes, they could manipulate the result that will be public, and there will have been chaos everywhere. Because they will say, oh, look at the server, look at that is the result there.
Then we'll start
so
arguing.
It is important for us to check those people. Even when the lady was a very good actor. Somebody that I've now acknowledged that, oh, she's got 249. But she did a presentation and she was saying, oh, she's traumatized. Oh, this.
Yeah,
and somebody was trying to coach her what to say. It is important for us to get all those people that work with her and let them feel the full wrath of the law. Yes, people will fake things. So there's nothing JAMB can do about that. People will always do crime. People will always fake things. But when you are caught, you must be made to pay for it.
They are saying she's a minor. 19-year-old.
No, minor. In fact, this 19-year-old that's supposed to...
How can a 19-year-old...
In another place will have finished university itself.
Yeah? Some of them, even at her age, people are making babies.
Yes, ma'am.
And you are calling her a minor. How you say a minor? This thing, the truth of this matter is exposed already. JAMB said it has concluded its investigation. I agree with JAMB.
And JAMB
there is no long and short story.
But the police should now take it up and make sure that those people who
they need to find them.
Yes, those who
that's the job of DSS.
And
I know to see the good thing is all of those calls that they made to come together and plan this. DSS has the facility to distill calls. So I just pity them. We've seen people who in the past threatened JAMB. Oh, we are taking you to court, only for them to apologize.
2 years ago it happened. One guy that wanted to apologize.
We see some silly NGOs threatening JAMB and saying all sorts of things. We've seen old men in Nigeria, highly placed people in Nigeria, who really should be ashamed of themselves. People that you attempted to ask the question, how did they bring up their own children? They are piling pressure on JAMB. Don't do this, don't do this. So you can see why we are in the state that we find ourselves. Yeah. A nation where speaking the truth looks like an aberration.
And ironically, the lady with the girl, the lady with the is from the same state.
I have Hassan from Lagos. Thank you for joining us, Hassan.
Good evening, everybody.
Yep.
Look, the case of this girl is a case of grand connivance and syndicates. And the 419 going to another level in this country, to the extent of people cooking up academic qualification to rake in money, and they have the guts to even fight an institution. Look, JAMB can be corrupt in the past, not now. There was a new sheriff in town in JAMB, and there's no way you can arrogate wrongdoing to the present JAMB. And they brought over the fact before every one of us. So please, let them make sure that they get to the root of it. Yes. People behind it, the real person behind the masquerade, let them get them out so that everybody will be free in this country. It's
Thank you.
Problem.
Thank you, Hassan. Thank you, Hassan. So, I don't think this is
the same
over.
thing. It's what we're
House
saying.
Of Rep
you know, even the Anambra State government have now set up a panel to investigate it, because part of the problem was that in fact it was Anambra State government that got in touch with JAMB. That was how it was exposed.
Yes.
So now I read a report that they've now constituted a committee to investigate this, and then that they will now come up with the result. But like I said, what is important is that this guy didn't do this thing alone. Those who facilitated doing those things have to be identified and brought to book.
And if his parents are among the...
They should be part of it. Even the same girl too must face the music.
Look at the little girl that Trinity sexualized in one of his videos.
Yes.
It was discovered that it was with the connivance of the parents.
Of the parents, yeah.
So they've arrested the parents and they've locked them up.
Yeah.
That's the way it should be.
Wicked parents.
Yes.
I knew that the Trinity guy used to, you know, because of this social media thing, and they make money because of these clicks and views. They do all kinds of things. I used to attract people. And I knew that Trinity guy would get into trouble, because there was a time that one of his favorite things was pouring water on people. And he would just do that, and he would justify it that you are doing prank.
Sometimes he will pour a lubo on people.
So, but now, he's in serious trouble, because is a minor that was involved in this his latest prank. He's in jail. He's going to have serious trouble.
They'll keep adjourning the matter till the guy.
Your father mentioned your age. The age that your father mentioned is different. The date of birth is different from the one in the certificate that you are holding. Why should it be difficult for Nigerians to know that this guy is a scamster?
No, of course. It's obvious. It's obvious that you know that sentiments has changed. You know, initially when she came, that's why I said she's a very good actor. When she came out, I was trying to tell her she's traumatized and that she got this from JAMB portal and all that. And everybody was looking at it, that, oh, this girl, she said she's not capable of doing what she has been accused of doing. But to this morning, it's obvious that the girl is just an actor and a crook.
And she said that when she sent a message to JAMB, and JAMB replied her that her score was
yes, because the corporate affairs of JAMB has already said that in previous interview, that the first step to get your result is to send an SMS. And the SMS, when you send the SMS, it will give you your result. And that the girl did that. They have the record that he did that. So she had confirmed that this morning, that she did that. So she knew her scores. And she was trying to play on intelligence of innocence so that she can make money and do that. She doesn't know how it came about.
She asked them, how did this one come about? She was lying to the public. So now, when you discovered that it was 249 that you scored from that message, from the reply from JAMB, how did 362 come about? She knew that the highest scored 360.
Yes.
And the highest is silent where she is. Yeah. Then she decided to increase it by 2 scores.
Yes.
It is not your duty to announce yourself as having scored the highest. It is the duty of JAMB. So innocent, not waiting for JAMB to say, okay, this is the highest scorer, and relying on social media to try to reward a person. It says a lot about the corporate integrity of innocent itself.
All right. Mayor Akipelu, I want to thank you for your contribution.
Thank you.
And the master himself, Babaji Dekolade Otitoju. Thank you for always being there. And that's our offering today. Join us tomorrow for another episode of the program at 5 p.m. You can watch the repeat broadcast tonight at 11 p.m. We're on YouTube, youtube.com/TVC News Nigeria. I'm Ayodele Uzubakun. See you tomorrow.